welcome to day 18 of my 28-day British accent challenge. Today we're going to be working on the consonant sound. This is a very interesting sound because it's quite different from a lot of the movements we make in British English. For starters, the lips are coming forwards, and this is quite rare in British English. Most of the time my mouth is like this. And in this instance, you have to be careful not to over-exaggerate the movement of the lips forwards. Otherwise, your voice is going to come completely to the front of the mouth. So you also need to be aware of using these muscles here around the lips. It's quite similar to stifling a smile. So a really good warm-up is to stifle a smile and hum. I'd like you to do this as much as possible today. I'm going to go through some words, just please be aware of my mouth positioning as I pronounce them. When, was, worship, wonder, wander, water, wellies, women, wet, work, word. Please do pause and repeat these as many times as you need to, and keep coming back to that warm-up, stifling a smile and humming. You can also expand the back of the mouth like a cave, or do a stretch. You might feel that those two movements are the same, and that's absolutely fine. It's just about focus. The first, you should focus a bit more on the middle of the cavities in the cave. The second should be a bit more on stretching the soft palate, but they are very similar. Okay, let's have a go at some sentences. I always drink plenty of water. Now you might have noticed that the movement of my lips was less exaggerated, less pronounced right now in the sentence than it was when I said the individual words. Now this is because when we're speaking in a complete sentence, we're focusing much more on expansion back here. And this is very important. It's much more natural, much more realistic. So keep going back to the warm-up, stifle a smile and hum. And be aware of these muscles around the lips. Yes, your lips do need to come forward slightly, but it's very quick and very slight. Forwards, relax back. And it's a voice sound, that should help you. Should be focusing on expanding, saying all of these cavities. It's relaxed expansion. We met a wise woman in the West Indies. Now to a certain extent, because I've got repetition of the same letter, I'm activating these muscles here. I would say my mouth even feels slightly locked in this position. I'm really keeping the corners back a tiny bit more than I would ordinarily. Otherwise, I'm going to trip over my lips, basically. We met a wise woman in the West Indies. So it's much more controlled when I've got repetition of this sound. I sometimes wish I had less work to do. I wonder if you know what the difference between wander and wonder is. Today, I was very much using my normal, everyday speech. You probably noticed that my speech was quite fast today. I actually just said those sentences pretty much as I would ordinarily. I didn't slow it down at all. And that's very much a reflection of British English. It's all about flow, and we speak quite quickly. The thing that helps everyone to understand what we're saying is the emphasis. So do make sure that if you do pick up the speed, you also pick up the other elements of rhythm that we've been working on. So inflection, as we did yesterday, when we worked on following pronunciation, and also things like syllable emphasis that we worked on the day before. So please do keep adding to all your knowledge. Please remember also to go back and practice every 5 days. So you've got a couple of days to go to make sure that you're not forgetting what you've already done, because when you get to the end of these 28 days, wouldn't it be wonderful for you to have really not just understood English better, but also be able to speak it better. Thank you so much for watching today. If you like this video, please do like it. If you're in a hurry to look ahead at the 45 sounds in the International Phonetic Index, if you'd also like to develop a proper British accent, then you can head over to my membership site, and the link is in the comments box below, and you will get a free 7-day trial, and you'll have access to over 60 videos, and you'll be invited to at least one group coaching call. Thank you so much for watching.